Hello folks, today we have a 52-inch Emerson 1895 series in antique brass and lovely walnut stencil blades. I also added this 4 or 5 light loop-de-loop fitter. Thought it would go really nice with the fan. And this is also a replica of the fan that I saw when I was a kid. Many years ago, my uncle had an old house and he had one of these over his dining room table. And I can't remember if it was antique brass or polished brass, but I do know it had the loop arm light kit and this glass. But you know, it's very reminiscent of that. This particular one is actually a later model 1895 series. As you can see, it has the newer style canopy and the longer switch housing. I have a polished brass one of these, and it's definitely earlier. This one's also only 3-speed. My polished brass one is 4-speed, so that's another indicator. But it cleaned up very well. It's not in the best shape. When I got it from Habitat, the blades were all mangled up, and they're actually still not true. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but the blade behind is bent a little this way, so they're not completely true, but I got it balanced. There's like 4 weights on one of the blades. I don't know which one. Yep, there they are. Not the ideal way I'd like to do it, but I wanted to not wobble. But the reality of the situation is I just need to get a new set of irons for it that aren't mangled, but it's very nice. I do like it. I like it in here. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and demonstrate it here. Very easy pull chain to pull. And these 1895s aren't the quietest fans. That's why I thought about putting this in my bedroom, but I like to have a fan that's completely silent, so I didn't want to have to listen to it hum. But in the living room it's fine, because usually I just have the TV on or I have the stereo on, so it's not a big deal. Low speed's very nice, very aesthetic, and also effective. I also put new bearings in this fan, if I didn't mention it already. That was actually quite easy. This has the KB55 Emerson stack motor in it. So it's actually, you know, it's not really in a case like a K55 is. It's kind of skeletal, if that's the word you want to use. I don't really know how to describe it, but you know, the only way I can tell you what it looks like is if I pull one out and show you. But for those of you that have taken a fan like this apart, you understand what I'm talking about. Medium is kind of fast, but you know, it definitely performs very well. I would like to have a slower medium, but I'm happy with what I got. And here's high. These are really good performers. I mean, they're not built as well as like a Casablanca fan is. There's a lot of metal on metal. In fact, I think everything's metal. Even the hanger ball is metal. So there are a lot of ways for the 60-cycle hum to kind of reverberate, but you get a very good performing fan and a very stylish looking fan. I've always really liked how these fans looked. It kind of does bug me that the center light turns on before the other ones, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. The new bearings result in a very long spin down time too, so for those of you that like watching that, you are in for a treat. And I've always really liked these. These are very good looking fans, and they're classic looking. I also remember seeing these in Cracker Barrel too. That seems to be a pretty popular spot for these, is Cracker Barrel. The ones I saw in Cracker Barrel were actually brown. I think Emerson's name for that brown was Chesterfield brown. I think it was kind of a spin-off of Hunter's chestnut brown, but the Chesterfield brown was actually a lot darker of a brown than Hunter's chestnut brown. But I thought it was kind of cool. And I don't know how long this is going to be here. I do like it. It's just I really wish the blade irons were in clock. I spent like 3 hours trying to bend them back into what they are right now, and I worry that if I bend them any more, then I'm going to snap them. So I just put some weights on one of the blades and call it good, but that is not at all ideal, and I'd like to do a better job than that. But as you can see, the new bearings are perfect. I mean, there's no noise. They were quite noisy when I first fired it up, so. And these blades are actually not original to the fan. I completely forgot about that. These blades I bought from Brian Peterson at Fanimation. They were still in the cellophane, so I thought, you know what, they're walnut, they're stencil. I'm wanting an 1895 at some point, so I found this one. And they look really good. And we're almost there. There you have it. There's your 1895 series by Emerson. Antique brass, truly a timeless fan if you ask me. So thank you for watching.